Hello everyone, it's Rich from BilletSPIN. You are looking at our latest design called the BilletSPIN Evolution. And the reason we call it that is because this is could be considered the next stage in the evolution of BilletSPIN spinning tops. And so we did a big live unveiling today on YouTube, but in case you missed it, this is going to be the perfect video for you. So what's different about the evolution? Well, for the first time ever in any BilletSPIN spinning top, we have a free-floating spinning disc, and that inner disc there is riding on a stainless steel shielded bearing. So it allows you to, especially in the stemless, has a real high fidget factor. You can put this thing in your pocket, carry it along with you, fidget with it, and that's why we're calling this our first ever fidget top. And I think the name suits very well. Now, we have two stemless varieties. We have, this is an exotic with the Zerk. There's 11 exotics, and there are 6 standards. We're going to get into those a little bit later. Now, a couple things about this top. We'll get into the design a little bit. We'll start at the top. We have a semi-hollowed out stem here. It goes about 3/4 of the way down the grip. We have a milled grip here, all right? This is not knurled. Each one of these lines that goes across is actually milled. Gives it a little cleaner look. We have a double angle that goes from the grip down onto the stem. We have the big dimple, little dimple pattern, which I love. I've utilized in the past. And then from there we float down. You can see our stainless steel bearing right here. We have our 3 dimples going from small to large as we get larger radially there. And down inside, this is a cool little feature. You can see the dimples down there. Now check this out. Peekaboo. So if you're doing still photos of this top, it drastically changes the look because there's 12 dimples and 6 spokes, and so you can line them up however you want. This particular one has a stainless steel inner disc with a stainless steel stem and a Zerk outer. Now, what's really cool is this is a tire rim theme. Okay, that's what we ended up doing here for the evolution. So it looks like a tire, looks like, you know, spinning rim. And so this surface right here is actually bowed like this, okay? And that just makes it look more like a tire. Now, when you get to the outside, we have a diamond tread pattern with some directional hash marks out there that kind of follow along with the tread pattern. You can see the diamonds here are 90 degrees apart from, and oriented to the diamonds on the stem, so that flows really nicely. You can see the double angle here heading down to the ball. This is your Zerk and your stainless double angle, just like what we had as we exited off the grip, and we ended up transitioning from the stem up into the inner disc there. So everything flows really nicely. Now on this side, we also have that bowed surface right here, and what that does is because it has a big radius here across this surface, the riding edge is strengthened. So our riding edge, when it's stopped, would be like this, right? And so what that did is that actually strengthened that edge. Now we also have a nice radius right on the corner, but I'm talking about this big radius right here, and it's hard to capture in video, but this is not flat across here. And that just strengthens it. It's going to make it a lot more stout, handle a little more abuse from just normal spinning. So yeah. So that's just a quick overall tour of it. The standards, we have 6 of those, and these are going to range. This is our tri-metal. These are all going to be $150, and all of these tops are going to go up for sale on www.billetspin.com on March 2nd at noon Central. Now the exotics, I'll give you another look at a different exotic here. The exotics are limited because of their material, the material availability. I only have so much material. This is a Timascus Spyro Damascus with a titanium, flame titanium stem. All of the exotics are going to be limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. They're still going to be up for 2 weeks, but if they sell out before the 2 weeks, then they're going to be gone. The standards are going to be up the entire 2 weeks, and as many of those as made, that's how many, or as many as are sold, that's how many we're going to make. So let me try that one more time. As many as are sold, that's how many we're going to make. So you don't have to worry about being in a rush for those. You've got 2 weeks for sure. In the stemless, we have the two varieties. One is a standard and one is an exotic. And the standard is going to be available the whole 2 weeks, but like all the rest of the exotics, if this one sells out before the 2 weeks is up, then that one will be sold out before. So we will not be restocking that one. So there it is. Let's get into what you can do with this top now. Let's use the let's use this guy here. All right. So you can spin this top 4 different ways. All right. Now I gotta get out of the way. The camera's in the way here. All right. Spinning it normally, you can see the inner disc takes a little bit to get going. And with the all stainless version, which is kind of your middle of the road as far as weight goes, these are going to vary a lot depending on how much weight they are. And we're going to get into all the weights here in a little bit. But depending on the weight, that will affect the spin time drastically. So just spinning it normally like this, call this method number 1. I've been averaging 10 minutes. Now for you new people, new to spinning, or maybe just not as proficient as some others when it comes to spinning tops, don't expect to see 10 minutes. You're going to be looking for, like this particular combo, you're going to be looking in that 5 to 6, 7 range for spinning it that way. Now, that's method number 1. The second method is to let it get spinning. The inner disc is already moving. Stop it, and then spin it again. Now, sorry about the dust on the thing here making all that racket. Now what's going to happen is, because you didn't lose any inertia getting the inner disc spinning because it already was spinning, it's going to spin anywhere from 15 to 45 seconds longer. Okay? Now, let's get into the third method. For the last 2 years, I've had so many people contacting me. We'll do the all stainless for this one. I've had so many people contacting me asking for, I'll tell you what, let's do another one that you haven't seen here yet. Let's do the Black Timascus, Zerk Black Timascus. I've had people begging me to make a gyroscope and a fidget spinner, and this is a really good compromise. I don't foresee myself making a gyroscope or a fidget spinner, but this is kind of got a little of both built into a top. So anyways, method number 3, you're going to use this thing as a gyroscope. And what you're going to do, you're going to get the disc spinning. You're going to get yourself a can of compressed air, keyboard cleaner, and get this disc up and rolling. And now you can just set it straight down, and it'll act just like a gyroscope. Now, I can't get it to balance on my finger. I want you to listen to that noise right there. What that is, that's the bearing actually accelerating on the glass. Okay? So the outside of the top is accelerating, the inner disc is decelerating, and they're almost caught up to one another right now. And so the beauty of this is that if you're not super proficient at spinning, this top is going to allow you to get some really good times very, very easily. And using this way, when it comes to the all stainless, this method with the all stainless, I'm getting 11 minutes. So I'm actually getting longer time spinning it just with air than I was spinning it using method number 1 or 2. Now, the final method is method number 4. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to get this up and rolling. And now, instead of just setting it down, I'm going to actually spin it. And what's happening now is that the body of the top was already moving, but it's still accelerating because the inner disc was traveling at a much higher RPM than what the body was when I first spun it. And you can see how slow it is. That thing is absolutely cruising. And now the RPM right now has caught up to the inner disc, and now it's spinning much faster than either of the previous 3 ways. And this way, with the all stainless, I was getting 12 minutes. So very, very cool. Now, once again, you're going to see drastic time variations from top to top. Take, for instance, the stainless steel. This is 62 grams, where you have, this is a titanium Zerk. This is 38 grams. So you're not going to get anywhere near those times with the lighter weight tops. Our heaviest one is going to be this one. This is going to be a tungsten aluminum. Now, the drawback of the tungsten aluminum, it is 98 grams, so it's an absolute beast. But the drawback is that the aluminum inner disc there is so light that it's not going to have much of a gyroscopic effect at all on this top. So if you're looking for one that just spins like a normal top, this would be the one to get, the tungsten aluminum. All right, let's go on and scroll through some pictures here so you can see all the different combos. And yeah, if you guys got any questions, Post them down below. I hope that you enjoy this top. This is definitely something new and unique to BilletSPIN, you know, something that we've never done before. We've also done a brand new Damascus pattern here before we get into the pictures. This Damascus pattern is called Brick, and as far as I know, this is from Vegas Forge, and it has not been used anyplace else. I think BilletSPIN is the first to use it. So it's a very cool pattern. Looks like a brick wall. So there you have it again. March 2nd, noon central, www.billetspin.com. Exotics will be limited, standards will not. And yeah, we'll go from there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for these pictures.